Well, we made it. I waited until after Thanksgiving to post my first Christmas craft video. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know. So I'm here in the Bahamas for Thanksgiving week. It's been quite an adjustment to be somewhere so tropical. During the holiday season for me, I usually like for the season to feel like the season, cold, cocoa, cookies, all the things, you know. But I brought my reading materials, so I feel well prepared to share my first craft video with you all the way from here. Now the first craft I'm actually really excited about because it doesn't have to be something that you give just at Christmas. This is just gonna be an all-around fun piece to have in your home or to gift somebody and be like, hey, look what I made! It's gonna be a DIY mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
I know, I figured I would start with something a little less Christmas crafty and more around the home gift kind of field, in part because when I planned to start this earlier in November, I didn't want to start right away with like Christmas trees because I know how some of y'all feel about Christmas.
It's not Christmas.
But then, you know, life happens, plans get in the way, trips like this, and you don't get to start as early as you'd like. So here we go. I'm going to share this first video with you, and I'll probably still have some stuff to share along the way. So let's get started. Hello friends, as I said, we are going to paint a mirror today. Now this is gonna make an amazing fun piece for your house, or it could be an amazing fun DIY gift for Christmas, birthdays, whatever. I found this mirror at Goodwill for $12 and we're gonna spray paint it with a bunch of rainbow colors, which is my color scheme. Doesn't have to be yours, but it does make a really fun pop addition to a house, especially if you have neutral colored walls. First thing you're gonna wanna do is clean it because you don't want any particles, dust, anything like that getting into the paint. So the mirror, obviously with Windex, the sides with like a surface cleaner of any kind. So I went ahead and sprayed that down. Now when it comes to spray painting the sides and the paint getting on the mirror, I've seen different ways to protect it, from taping the sides and covering the mirror to actually just letting the spray paint get on the mirror and then scraping it off. I'm a little hesitant to do that just because I'm a first timer. For the first time. I think I'm gonna go ahead and tape it and see how that goes. Here we go. Safety tip, I highly recommend wearing an N95 mask for spray paint.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid? Why?
I don't wear a mask every time I paint, but I do wear it if I use spray paint. Public service announcement. If I could have one art tip for the day, that's if you're gonna spray paint, use an N95 mask. Okay, so as you can see here, we got the first layer of colors down. I'm gonna go back in a little bit when it's dry with just detailed colors on top, but we're gonna let it sit and dry for a bit. It's looking good. While that's drying, I want to share with you a clip from one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies.
You wouldn't want to hurt a fellow civil servant, would you? What's all this violence? It's Christmas, and I was just delivering some Christmas. Hey! Back up! This is a homemade explosive device, and I'll blow it up. You know why? Because I work for the post office, so you know I'm not stable. Tell them.
This man is totally insane.
Thank you.
Jingle All the Way, such a classic. Okay, so I'm gonna finish off that scene, but I do have the first layer of paint dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and share the rest of that with y'all, and then because I'm gonna add something else that needs some drying time, I'll finish the clip then. Here we go. Okay friends, our frame has dried, and so now I'm gonna take a few different acrylic paints, put it on a little palette, and just go over some of the detail spots just to kind of highlight it a little, and then we'll add some gold leaf for some real pizzazz. So here we go. Also, make sure you don't get spray paint on your husband's microfiber towel that he uses to wash the car.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Okay, so as you can see, really no rhyme or reason, just literally blending the colors, and you don't paint it on thick, you kind of let those shapes and sizes just not cover it all the way. And it's looking great. Wait till we add the gold. So while that's drying, let's finish off this clip from Jingle All the Way, and before you know it, it'll be tomorrow.
Now put the guns down. Now! Put them down! Brother man, put your gun down. Everybody! All right, just stay there. And I'll know if you move, because I have the ear of a snake. Ciao, baby. I'm the man! I'm the man!
Gentlemen, you've been duped. This is nothing but a harmless Christmas package.
That was really a bomb? Just a sick world we're living in. Sick people.
Good morning, everyone. So I had to let the frame dry overnight just because some of the paint splatters were thick, but it's looking great. So it's completely dry now. What we're gonna do now is add the gold leaf, sheets of gold. I have no idea where I put the gold. I should have brought them down here. I'll edit it and make it look like I did. I didn't do that, I left it in. Before you put the leaf on, you can't just put it on top of paint or even like a decoupage glue. You have to get a very specific metal leaf adhesive. So you're gonna put this on any surface where you want the gold to stick. So I am going to not cover every like nook and cranny because I want it to kind of look like it's like peeled off. But you'll see, I'll paint over it with the adhesive and then you let it sit for like an hour and then we'll come back and we'll apply the gold leaf and brush off any of the remains. It's a really cool process. So here we go. We're back. It's an hour later. I changed out of my pajamas and ta-da, I'm prepared. The gold leaf. So you can find this at Michael's, pretty much any art store. It's gonna be little sheets of paper. You can also buy it in flakes, but for more coverage, I like getting the sheets. So that's gonna be the gold leaf, the sheets that we're gonna apply. So since the adhesive is already on, we're basically just gonna go over it, lay the sheets over it, and then use a brush to kind of like brush it in there. And it'll hopefully only stick to the places where we put the adhesive and it'll give a nice gold detail. So let's see how it goes. Now, if you can see from here, that huge amount of gold leaf right there on the upper right-hand side, what I didn't know was that wasn't gonna flake all the way because I just did so much of the glue right there. So you really actually do have to be more careful if you want less glue on there, which I didn't know. And wipe that baby down. And there we have it. I'm about to act like I'm not disappointed, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was a little disappointed. I didn't want it to be so much gold.
No.
But here I go trying to maintain my composure. I think if I were to do it again, I would do less adhesive and gold. I wanted actually more paint to show through as opposed to having a gold frame, but again, this is my first time doing it, so that was actually pretty honest. I was kind of frustrated though. Lesson learned, and if it turns out and you're like, oh, that's not what I thought, you can always keep going with more paint, which I might do later, or we'll hang it and see how it goes. But it's a super fun project and actually easier than I thought it would be. It just takes time to let everything dry.
I highly recommend it.
Let me know if you have any questions. Once I hung it in the house, it did look a lot better, and I will say Josh kind of liked it a little bit more than maybe he would have. Looking good. It did end up being a good middle ground piece for the two of us, but I'll show you what it looks like hung. I decided to leave it more gold because my husband is not the neon type. So the little specks of neon through there are for me, but the gold is more for him. And it's great. It's a great entrance piece when you walk into the house. And there you have it. Again, I got the frame at Goodwill for like $5. You can do it with picture frames. Print out a really fun picture from a fun event and like, what a special keepsake and a meaningful thing to give to someone for Christmas. And again, like I said in the video, if you do it all and you finish it and you're like, this is not what I thought it would be like.
This is not good.
Cover it, start all over again. It's the beauty of art.
Happy accident.
You're not married to your final product. You can change it. That wraps it up for episode 1 of the DIY Christmas comedy show. And now that we're heading into December, it's officially gonna be
Christmas is Christmas, it's Christmas, it's Christmas.
Christmas craft time. Oh yeah, wreaths, Christmas trees, coming up with ideas as we speak. So stay tuned and Merry Christmas. It's official. Thanksgiving is over, so holidays are here. They're among us.